Hey guys, this is Canfree15. Me and the Red Wolf are back at it again with another Dragon Quest review for you guys. Now, sorry that this is getting up super late. I was literally watching the Clipper game, and when usually, Dragon Quest is already like on Crunchyroll or Verve by like I think 6:30 at least. I was too busy watching the basketball game because I love my team so much. But this is why it's getting up late.
Yep, you're so dedicated.
Anyways, this episode was kind of intro to what we're gonna see next week, as well as Popp, getting a good training little montage there, as well as, that's kind of really what happens this episode, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Diane Mom had their licks in too, so.
Yeah. So anyways, this is Dragon Quest episode 16. Now, the character who we saw last week was named Matroviv. I don't know how you say it. Now, he knows Mom because he always used to go to Mom's village because he used to be under the hero. We find out he actually was a companion of Avon. Stuff like that. Now, just like every old man we've seen in anime series, he is very desperate for Mom.
And his mom. And her mom.
Yes. Like thirsty. Anyways. What we do find out is he served in the Papnika royal family, and his name was Grand Sorcerer Matroviv. Or Matoriv. He goes on to they eventually ask him like, yo, can you help us with the Flazard issue? But he's like, no, because he's kind of done helping, their family, because they even ask him like, can you help us save Princess Leona? And he's like, no, I'm done. And the reason why is he feels, and I don't honestly blame him, he remembers back when he goes on to say like, well, when the Dark Army was attacking, the people of the world beg us to come and save us, or come save them. And after we did all that, we kind of didn't get the respect we rightly deserved for doing all that hard work for these people. They kind of made us, they kind of treated us like we were just normal people that didn't do anything big, which I can understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, so typical civilians and stuff, like, they just...
Yeah, he does go on.
I see that in anime a lot, where like people don't show their respect to the people that deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does go on to say later in the episode that people are pretty selfish, inconsiderate people. So, I don't blame him and stuff like that. Now, when Matoriv hears about Avon's death from Dai, essentially he gets the courage by saying, okay, I'll be listening to train you guys and stuff like that. Now, he goes on to say that one, forbidden magic is essentially outlawed in the public eye, and anyone who does it becomes a pariah, which essentially is like an outcast among mages. Now, what they have to do is to knock down the field is, I guess, what me and my co-host called last week. The fact that they have to break the pillars, the spire pillars, and they have to use very strong bombs to do it. So, yeah. Now, after that, he ends up seeing Popp, Matroviv, and he essentially calls him a weakling and saying, you're going to die on the battlefield and stuff like that. So, yeah. Would you care to tell us what happened there with Popp and Matroviv training, session?
Yeah, he just straight up took Popp by the ear and he started chasing him down with a big old boar monster, and he pretty much like tied up Popp into the river and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, wow, that's aggressive.
Did you want to tell him what was the thing he was trying to make him learn, or the spell he was trying to learn?
Oh yeah, Zoom.
Yes. Which, funny enough, when he first said it, he said instant transmission. I literally thought I literally thought that's what the spell was called. I'm like, wow. But it's something. It's essentially instant transmission from Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm. It's the only way to travel. I guess.
Yeah. It's the only way to travel, and it's a pretty simple spell. He essentially says you just have to think of the place you want to go, and then you just do it.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to send it.
Yes. Now, actually, even before the training, we do see the Dark Empire, and essentially, what Hadlar wants to do is he wants to set a full assault on the island where Flazard's located at to essentially finish off Dai. Now, Baron, which is the Dragon Legion commander, essentially gets another order from Hadlar to go to Carl Kingdom to help out Mr. Vern, which I don't know if they took out that kingdom in one go, because we see Mr. Vern in the end of the episode on the island that the rest of the Dark Army is in. So I don't know if he's pulling Baron's strings or if he's trying to, I don't know, get rid of him, because even Hadlar said, you know, Carl Kingdom, even with Baron by himself, will be difficult to take out. So I wonder if he's trying to take Baron out because he sees Baron as a threat. And we see that Baron actually doesn't like this, plot, and he's like, why are you having me going somewhere else when you order a full assault? It's pretty interesting when you think about it.
I have a theory.
Okay.
He could be related to Dai.
Could be a possibility. We don't know if Baron's human though, but he could be human like Hugh Nickel was.
Yeah, he loves humans.
So, that's interesting. And again, like we said, when we get to the end of the episode, we see that the Dark Army essentially is all there, and they're looking to raid the place. So I don't know if the series is coming to a close. I don't think it's close to coming to a close, but
No.
they definitely got a backup there. So our hero's gonna have some trouble dealing with that. So yeah, that happens. Anyways, we actually cut back to Dai and Mom actually training, and we see Dai essentially training with Mom, but he's blindfolded. And essentially, Mom wants him to kind of stop so he can kind of rest up his body and everything. But Dai's like, no, I have to continue. I have to train. I have to get stronger so I can save Princess Leona. And that's when Mom essentially sees how much he cares about her, essentially. And speaking of Princess Leona, you want to tell us what Lazard told our heroes?
He pretty much threatened them. If they don't come out, he'll drown her into the water.
He didn't say you drowned them.
He will, or something like that.
He didn't say he would drown her.
Oh shoot. Okay, you can say it, man.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My co-host got it wrong there. Flazard, he calls them out and he essentially tells them that Leona's life force is draining because she's stuck in the frozen forbidden spell magic. And essentially she'll end up dying the next day at sunset. So they're literally on a timer to save her. And okay, it makes much more sense to go that route. So yeah. Anyways, Motoriv comes back, and he actually does say that if Dai fights kind of like, I guess you can say blindfolded, his blade will get stronger. But he also after hearing the news too about what's happening with Leona, essentially he says, well, it's better to attack at night when they're not going to see it coming, even though technically they do see it coming by the time the end of the episode. And essentially they're kind of arguing how many people are going to go on the boat. We only find out 4 people can go on this boat. Motoriv has, and essentially the people who are going on the boat are Dai, Mom. It was going to be one of the Troika members, but essentially that doesn't happen because Popp comes back in the nick of time by using Zoom. Also, bad luck with the bombs who are going to use to explode the pillars is going with them as well. They eventually get to the island, and essentially that's where the episode ends off. They split into 2 different teams, and it seems like they're going to get jumped by the Dark Army.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, also Hadlar is on the island, which is again crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then too, they already know that they're there because those eyeball things. But overall, it was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
It gave some good character development for Popp, because Matreviv was kind of telling him, listen, you need to become a better mage. You know, to do a mage work is to help out his companions. You have to have the knowledge and the spell knowledge and stuff like that in your head to know how to get out of some of these situations when you're put in them to help out your teammates. Otherwise, you're not only going to get yourself killed, you're going to get your companions killed as well. And I really like that.
Yeah. Hopefully Popp will become a little more bulkier from now. At least somewhat more bulky.
Yeah, Popp, I forgot to mention, Popp did say before they left for the island that he would like to train some more with Matreviv, which was pretty nice. Makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, next week seems like it's going to be a pretty good episode because they're going to get ambushed, and I'm going to be very intrigued to see how they get out of this mess in episode 17.
Yeah, and will they make it in time to save Leona?
Yes. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get out of here. So if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode, as well as hit that subscribe button to get more Dragon Quest content. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your night. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. So till then, this has been Camper 15
and the Red Wolf.
We're signing out. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.